Colin, Tennant, The Falling Bud, Chapter 5. Reading and writing required effort, and Michael shied away from it, but he remembered a story his grandfather had told him about his great-grandfather, Papa de Conchon, a white overseer at the Unionville plantation at Montloquois estate, who had married a local girl and fathered Papa Charlie. To overcome his own weakness, Michael copied the methods Papa de Conte devised to focus his mind and implement his duties. For instance, as an overseer, he kept account of the days people worked on his plantation by using a large stone to represent each individual and little stones to record the days in which they came to work. In other words, his mind learned to work rationally and with precision. Michael exercised to keep himself fit in body and mind. He promised himself that one day he would return as a strong man to the beauty of the valleys between the Piton Mountains, a place so different from the cramped council flat of the old Kent Road where his mother, his father, his eldest brother and two small sisters were cramped together. Once enrolled at the Paragon Secondary School of the New Kent Road, he took up judo, taught by an Irishman named Jim, and boxing by an Englishman called Bill. At 16, he started work at a box factory on the Jamaican Road near Tower Bridge, but this did not stop him taking up two more disciplines called Karate Do and Tai Chi Chuan. At the age of 26, now a fit martial arts athlete, he decided to tackle his reading and writing gremlins. After a year at Vauxhall College, he was ready for 3 years' study at the University of Westminster and a final year at Huddersfield University. He also had the good sense to deepen his studies with private tuition paid for by money he earned pulling barrows at East Street Outdoor Market. With none of the immigrants' prejudice in regard to white people, he easily made friends with educated English men and women, and so before long he had enough confidence to branch out on his own to establish a martial arts school in St. Lucia. Michael's martial arts training had taught him never to drop his guard when confronted by an opponent, but the realization that Tennant had complete control over Leonard Revere was a blow below the belt intended to weaken his resistance. That the family lawyer, the brother of his godfather, had betrayed him shattered his notion of loyalty. Until then, he had never believed his father's warning that some St. Lucians would peel the skin off your back and sell it if you gave them half a chance. He had washed his hands of the place. Indeed, Francis had good reason for swearing that he would never return to the island. Years ago, when he was at a Labour Party rally in Soufrière, watching children play cricket, he suddenly collapsed and fell off his chair. The hospital doctors thought he was near to death and could do nothing to save him. Then his father-in-law, Papa Charlie, visited him and told him that a healer had given him a potion which he must take to his son-in-law. Very mysteriously, the healer told him that when crossing a bridge on the way to the hospital, he would meet a man who would inquire after his son-in-law health. The person would be Francis' poisoner. Papa Charlie was instructed not to ask anything of that person, but to take the potion directly to the hospital. It turned out that the potion was effective. Francis got well, and to everyone's amazement left the hospital. Then Papa Charlie revealed that the healer had said if Francis valued his life, he must leave St. Lucia for good.